Welcome to UK Prime Time. I believe everybody's doing good. Um, okay, here we are exactly
Mhm.
at 38. Perfect. So we understood about Oracle. We understood yesterday. We revisited last Zoom on Monday. We revisited the prediction markets, how it operates, types of prediction markets. Now tonight, we are going to enter into Rift's prediction infrastructure and how it fits into the future, and we will go forward and understand in detail beyond prediction market as well in this episode. So, how Rift prediction infrastructure fits into the future. As prediction markets evolve, the value of ecosystem extends far beyond forecasting events. Each prediction creates valuable behavioral data. Each participant builds a measurable history. Each decision contributes to a growing intelligence layer. Within the broader Rift vision, prediction infrastructure could become one competent of a much larger financial ecosystem. Imagine a participant who demonstrates consistent forecasting accuracy, maintains disciplined risk management, builds a transparent on-chain reputation, exhibits a strong behavioral consistency over time. Rather than simply rewarding a single successful prediction, future financial infrastructure could evaluate long-term performance across multiple dimensions. This creates opportunities to integrate prediction markets with Rift Smart Money, Mirror Wallets, Auto Engine, future prop infrastructure as well, where consistent performance and disciplined participation may contribute to objective capital evaluations. Uh, in this model, prediction markets become more than forecasting tools. They become another source of measurable financial intelligence within a connected ecosystem. The evolution of market participation, prediction, accuracy, behavior, reputation, capital score, prop evaluation, institutional participation. These all cumulatively become the evolution of market participation of the whole ecosystem that we are trying to build from different elements that may or may not be related. Prediction market, for example, is something really, really different, and I would say an alien element that we have included in the trading infrastructure that we have built, but we cannot ignore, we cannot deny the fact that it is one of the, contributing factors in fintech that is, happening around the whole planet. Prediction markets are not built on guesses. They are built on infrastructure. Contracts define measurable outcomes. Liquidity enables participation. Order books facilitate price discovery. Oracles verify reality. Settlement records performance, and together these systems transform individual opinions into structured market intelligence. But intelligent markets face another challenge. How do you know the participant behind each prediction is genuine? What prevents one individual from creating hundreds of fake identities to manipulate rankings, influence outcomes, or exploit reward systems? As financial infrastructure becomes increasingly decentralized, trust must be built into the architecture itself. That challenge leads us to one of the most important concepts in modern blockchain systems: identity, reputation, and Sybil resistance. Now you all will be able to, understand and connect why did we enable the Sybil resistance attack in the Rift ecosystem. This is the whole reason why, we built a different layer on top of the whole ecosystem that prevents Sybil attackers to manipulate the system. So system not only becomes proof or safe, it becomes more trustworthy even in the self-custodial, decentralized operative infrastructure. And that is where the next chapter of intelligent financial infrastructure begins. And of course, this is peace of mind for all the users who have, you know, deposited or who have kept a dollar inside the ecosystem. The biggest threat to decentralized finance, the identity problem. If one person can pretend to be 100 people, can a decentralized system ever be trusted? The question has challenged decentralized networks over 2 decades. Blockchain successfully solved one major problem, trustless transactions, but introduced another, trustless identity. Anyone can create a wallet, then another, then another. There is no practical limit. One individual can control hundreds or even thousands of blockchain wallets. From the blockchain's perspective, every wallet appears to be a unique participant, but in reality, they may all belong to the same person. The attack is known as a Sybil attack, named after famous psychological case involving multiple identities. A Sybil attack occurs when single participant creates numerous fake identities to manipulate a decentralized system. Unlike traditional cyber attacks that targets servers or software, Sybil attacks target trust itself. They distort governance, manipulate rankings, exploit incentive systems, artificially inflate communities, and undermine fair participation. And as financial infrastructure becomes increasingly decentralized, preventing Sybil attacks becomes just as important as securing transactions. Real world examples. The crypto industry has repeatedly faced Sybil related challenges. Wallet farming during token airdrops. There are many websites, there are many softwares in which you can really farm wallets. You can create thousands of wallets to receive thousands of different identities, decentralized identities to accumulate airdrops. They provide these services as well. Fake governance participation, artificial trading volume generation, referral reward abuse, wash trading through connected wallets. Billions of dollars in ecosystem incentives have been targeted through coordinated civil behavior. That challenge isn't simply detecting fraud, it's distinguishing real participation from manufactured participation. What is a Sybil attack? I think we have gone through Sybil attack once when we were about to enable it in Drift. So it's just revisiting with the understanding as to why it is important and why did we bring it on top of the security layer. Sybil attack is simply one user that creates, let's say, for example, creates 10, 100, or 1,000 wallets and appears as 1,000 independent users and manipulates the system. So the um, attack that generates multiple identities, not participants. Why financial infrastructure needs digital reputation? Banks have always relied on identity. Governments rely on identity. Credit bureaus rely on identity. Financial institutions rely on identity. Without knowing who participates, risk cannot be measured, trust cannot be established, capital cannot be allocated efficiently. Decentralized finance must solve the same challenge. But instead of relying solely on traditional identity documents, modern financial infrastructure increasingly evaluates behavior. Questions become: how consistently does a participant trade? How long they have been active? How often they change strategies? How frequently do they withdraw? How disciplined is their risk management? How reliable are their predictions? Behavior gradually becomes digital reputation. Over time, reputation becomes more valuable than anonymity. It's a very unique and unimaginable thing whenever we think about blockchain and decentralized governance. But, you know, um, for the sake of safety and security, we have a system on top of decentralized, infrastructure that protects, that safeguards the whole, narrative that we have built in peer-to-peer transactional network. Digital reputation layer, your identity. I believe you all remember the episode in which we went through uh, digital identity and the whole series in which we understood the identity. So your digital reputation layer is built by your identity, your behavior, your performance, consistency, reputation, and trust. How modern systems detect civil behavior. Contrary to popular belief, civil detection is not based on a single indicator. It combines dozens, sometimes hundreds of behavioral signals. Modern infrastructure may analyze device intelligence, device fingerprints, browser characteristics, operating system signatures, network intelligence monitors IP consistency, VPN usage, geographic anomalies, connection timing. Wallet intelligence detects wallet creation patterns, transaction history, funding sources, on-chain relationships between these wallets. Behavioral intelligence includes trading frequency, session duration, click behavior, navigation patterns, portfolio construction, risk profiles. Referral intelligence includes referral tree analysis, network clustering, reward abuse detection. So many people who asked after I explained civil attack when we integrated in Rift, uh, I think you asked Rajiv ji, what is going to happen if we have multiple accounts in the family? So it not only just detects IP, but it detects hundreds of factors that depend on your behavior. Your identity is being, created um, with your behavior, with your pattern on chain. So artificial intelligence excels at identifying subtle behavioral similarities that humans would rarely notice. The objective is not surveillance. The objective is maintaining fairness, security, and trust within financial ecosystems. The modern civil detection. Modern civil detection is about device data, network data, wallet data, behavior, trading history, referral graph, AI analysis, risk score, and together all cumulative factors when they are, marked green, then a participant is scored as trusted participant. From digital identity to capital reputation. Identity answers one question: who are you? Reputation answers a far more important one: how do you participate? Future financial ecosystems may rely less on static identification and more on dynamic reputation. Capital reputation could eventually measure trading discipline, risk consistency, portfolio management, market participation, prediction accuracy, long-term behavior, educational progression, community contribution. Instead of rewarding short-term profits, future systems may increasingly reward sustainable participation. This represents a major philosophical shift. Success becomes measured by consistency rather than isolated performance. If we look at institutional asset managers, they rarely evaluate professionals based on a single profitable trade. Performance reviews typically emphasize consistency, risk adjusted returns, adherence to investment mandates, and long term capital preservation. The same principles are increasingly influencing digital financial infrastructure. If we look at the capital reputation model in we can generally understand it how prop firms they hand over more capital to the qualifiers of the challenges. It monitors market activity, behavior, risk management, performance, reputation score, and it gives the capital access on qualification of the challenge that you need to or a prop trader needs to pass. And when these elements they are when capital reputation is good, is green, then the allocation of capital may increase with another challenge, or we may increase with time as well. How Rift connects the entire ecosystem. By itself, spot trading is valuable, futures is valuable, mirror wallets are valuable, trading books are valuable, prediction markets are valuable, engine is valuable, prop trading is valuable, but their true power emerges when they become connected. Imagine a participant entering Rift ecosystem. They begin with demo trading, learning market mechanics without risking their personal capital. They explore spot and futures trading, gaining practical experience. Through Rift Smart Money, they observe mirror wallets, study trading books, and analyze professional capital allocation. The prediction market layer helps them to develop probabilistic thinking rather than emotional decision making. Their activity gradually builds a behavioral profile strengthened by transparent participation and reputation. As consistency improves, they engage with Rift Auto Trading Engine, accessing Alpha Flow, Smart Flow, and Micro Flow to participate through structured execution environments. Eventually, objective performance, disciplined risk management, and accumulated reputation may support progression into future prop infrastructure where capital allocation is based on measurable performance rather than marketing claims. This creates an integrated journey. Learn, participate, build reputation, demonstrate consistency, access greater opportunities rather than isolated products. The ecosystem functions as interconnected financial infrastructure. The Rift infrastructure evolution. This is the series of stages through which every onboarded participant is going to go through. And in 100x hyperdrive, we are paying a lot of attention to expedite this process and take the user through this journey faster at 100x speed. So our goal is to accumulate and bring on board users and take them through all these stages of learning, understanding faster in a much expedited manner. Of course, through all of you who are already trained, learned, and have good hands experience on Rift, but we are also going to push from our end as an organization to, steadfast this process. Financial markets are entering a new era. The next generation of infrastructure will not simply process transactions. It will evaluate behavior, measure consistency, verify identity, build reputation, support intelligent execution, allocate capital based on demonstrated performance. This is a transition from transaction based finance to reputation driven financial infrastructure. So, what we are building at Rift is a reputation driven financial infrastructure as a whole. The future belongs not only to faster markets or smarter algorithms, it belongs to systems capable of connecting information, identity, behavior, reputation, and capital into one intelligent ecosystem. Education builds better participants. Throughout this episode, we have explored several technologies shaping the future of modern financial markets. Prediction markets demonstrated how markets aggregate information into probabilities rather than certainties. Civil resistance highlighted why decentralized systems require mechanisms to preserve fairness and trust. Behavioral analysis showed how financial institutions increasingly study consistency instead of isolated outcomes. Digital reputation introduced the idea that long term discipline may become more valuable than short term success. These concepts are not products, they are pieces of much larger transformation taking place across global finance. Understanding these technologies helps us understand where financial infrastructure is heading. And understanding infrastructure ultimately creates better market participants. Building financial knowledge, market structure, prediction systems, identity and security, risk management, professional execution, smarter participants. That's how we are. I am personally pushing before the academy comes as an infrastructure into place. I'm pushing everybody manually through this process of understanding, developing some keen interest towards learning risk management, learning how identity security, your digital financial reputation builds, and how it kind of accumulates and strengthens with your behavior online, with your behavior on chain. So, and then post after my kind of retirement from this, you all are going to have an academy that will have a streamlined process through which all the participants are going to learn and thoroughly get through the whole series of learning events. How Rift fits into modern financial infrastructure. While the previous chapters explored broader industry trends, Rift focuses on delivering practical tools that help users participate in modern digital markets. The ecosystem is built around four core pillars: spot trading, futures trading, smart money, and auto engine. The Rift ecosystem. User enters into demo trading, then explores spot and future, then also explores smart money, because these features does not involve any cost of or price of entering, and that's how the trader when gets a little rift educated, then they head from smart money to the auto trading engine, and post auto trading engine and understanding of the whole setup, they become confident and ready for the prop trading infrastructure as well. So each product serves a specific role within one connected participation ecosystem. The next evolution is prop trading. Professional trading has always been about more than generating profits. Institutional firms evaluate consistency, risk discipline, capital preservation, execution quality, psychological control, long term performance. These principles have shaped proprietary trading for decades. As financial infrastructure evolves, technology has the potential to make these evaluation frameworks more transparent, objective, and data driven. This is where future direction of Rift prop trading fits in within the broader ecosystem. Rather than focusing solely on isolated trading outcomes, future evaluation models may increasingly emphasize measurable consistency and disciplined participation over time. The participant journey. Guys may take a screenshot of this. This will, help you market 100x hyperdrive more. Financial markets continue to evolve. Technology continues to evolve. Infrastructure continues to evolve. But one principle remains constant. The more knowledge a participant possesses, the better equipped they are to navigate easily, increasingly in sophisticated financial systems. Prediction markets, identity infrastructure, digital reputation, artificial intelligence, risk management. These are not isolated innovations. They represent the broader direction of modern finance. Rift's objective is not to replicate every innovation within the industry. Its objective is to build practical infrastructure that helps users participate more effectively in digital markets through transparent execution, structured participation, and continuous learning. Because the future of finance will not only not will belong not only to those with access to markets, but to those who understand how modern financial infrastructure truly works. In the next episode 22, we are going to get into prop trading revolution, how capital will be allocated by intelligence, reputation, and performance. Topics that we are going to cover will be the evolution of prop trading, institutional capital allocation frameworks, AI-powered trader evaluation, reputation-based funding models, dynamic capital scoring, risk-adjusted performance metrics, autonomous prop trading infrastructure, future vision of rifts, prop trading, and intelligent capital allocation. In next episode, we'll explore how the future of prop trading may move beyond one-time evaluation towards continuous data-driven capital allocation powered by performance, reputation, and intelligent financial infrastructure. Thank you.